Hey everyone, Jason here with the JDstucks YouTube channel, and welcome to episode 18 of Jason's O-Gauge Trains. It's early October 2024, and summer is officially a distant memory. The summer months don't usually allow much time for work in the basement, but I have made layout progress, including, in my opinion, one of the coolest additions to the layout yet. There's been quite a few locomotives and rolling stock additions as well, so sit back and relax as we check out everything that's new on the layout right now on Jason's O-Gauge Trains. Important announcement! The TCA York Fall Train Show is in just a few weeks, October 17th through the 19th. For those of you who don't know, the York Train Show is like the Super Bowl of train shows for us in the O-Gauge community. Unfortunately, this year will be my first October York I'll be missing in 5 years. Although I'm bummed that I won't be able to attend, I strongly encourage you to go to the show if you've never been. There's so much to see, so many trains to buy, and great people to meet. And once again, there will be a YouTube meet and greet panel. This event has been quite popular the past few years and is open to the public. There will be Q&A, raffle giveaways, and it's a great way for fellow hobbyists to connect with each other. The meet and greet will be held in the veranda room of the York Fairgrounds on Friday, October 18th, starting at 11 a.m. Okay, it's time to dive into layout progress. Let's see what's changed. One project I completed this summer was this area towards the back of the layout. I had to finish the rough scenery structure of the mountain and retaining walls and tie both areas together with this girder bridge. The retaining walls were easy enough. They're ordered from Woodland Scenics. I paint them with a few blends of spray paint and I hot glue them into place. They're made of foam, making it easy to cut and cut out any notches or shapes needed to make a scene work. I even used the foam retaining walls to make these bridge piers, and I cut them down slightly so I could fit some 3D printed bridge shoes for added realism. I continued the foam retaining walls right up to the tunnel entrance and capped it off with this piece of bridge girder cut from the same girder strip that's at the front of the layout. From there, it was just a matter of roughing in the scenery with my classic crumpled construction paper technique. I've covered this method in past layout updates, but to summarize, I used 2x4 wood blocks and strips of cardboard to create the support structure. Then I cut sheets of construction paper, crumple them into a ball, and hot glue them into place. This construction paper will eventually be covered with plaster cloth and rock molds, painted and sprinkled with ground cover and trees. This may be a small area, but it does result in a really cool scene when trains are running over and under the bridge. Roughing in this scene also marks the completion of all scenery rough-ins for the entire layout. What you see now is a preview of how the layout is going to look once completed with scenery. I guess that means I actually have to add scenery now. Next, I want to take you over to the peninsula and roundhouse area, where I've installed one of my all-time favorite features of the layout. Are you ready? I have added this custom switchboard to control the turntable and whisker tracks of the peninsula. How gorgeous is this? This was made by my friend Joe DeLude, a member of the Detroit Three Railers, a professional woodworker, and the maker of several of my train shelves, including the one behind me. And look at what a great job he did. All the tracks and designs were laser cut into the wood. I have switch toggles to control track power. The turntable controls fit perfectly. And look at these railroad logos at the bottom. These are not stickers. They were cut into the wood and painted by Joe. And check this out. The entire panel is hinged and can be opened to get to the wiring underneath. Look at how he cut into the wood to perfectly fit the switch toggles. This is the work of a true craftsman. I need to get these whisker tracks wired up so I can use this panel to its full extent. This is such a statement piece for the layout, and I can't thank Joe enough. That's all the layout progress. Now let's look at the locomotives and rolling stock that have been added to the collection. And we start with this. Surprise, surprise, it's Norfolk Southern. But this is an engine that I've been hunting for several years. It's an MTH Premier Line Norfolk Southern SD60M, equipped with Protosound 3.0 and is MTH item number 20-20444-1. Out of all the Norfolk Southern diesel models MTH made over the years, I own every one that I ever dreamed of owning. And this was truly the last engine that was missing in my collection. And how did I get so lucky and come across such a fine locomotive? Trains.com, of course. Trains.com carries new and used trains in all scales from all manufacturers, and if you shop at Trains.com using my affiliate link in the description of this video or use promo code JDstucks at checkout, not only will you be supporting this channel, but you will receive $10 off of your order of $50 or more. That's one-time use promo code JDstucks for $10 off your next online order of $50 or more at Trains.com. That's Trains with a Z. Now, I'm really excited to move on to new freight cars in the collection because next we have a brand new unit train made up of tank cars. Jason, didn't you already have a tank car unit train? Yes, I did, but that was made up of Lionel 30,000 gallon ethanol tank cars, and while those are nice cars, I decided to sell all of them in favor of Atlas's Masterline 25,500 gallon Trinity tank cars. In my opinion, Atlas makes the best rolling stock in O-gauge, and these tank cars are no exception. The tank body shape, the details, ride height, and car weight are superior to any manufacturer. Not to mention, these tank cars operate flawlessly on my layout. They run smooth and never derail. I went a step further and also added hazmat placards to each individual car. The decals were purchased from Circus City. I cut the decals out with a straight edge and added using a tiny dot of super glue. Every placard on this train is 1267, which means it's carrying crude oil. You would want to keep your distance from one of these bomb trains in real life. I only had 2 of these tank cars in the collection previously, but now I have 16. I'm still on the hunt for at least 4 more, so I'm keeping a sharp eye out. If you have any for sale, shoot me an email and maybe we can make a deal. Anyway, I'm very happy with the 16 that I have, and this is now one of my favorite freight trains to run on the layout. I also added this MTH Premier Line Norfolk Southern caboose, which has Lake District written on the side. This is a real caboose that's been used in the area where I grew up in northern Ohio. It was on my wish list for years, and funny enough, I found it for sale at Stockyard Express in Oberlin, Ohio. Stockyard Express is such a great train store. I talk about them all the time on this channel, and their inventory is endless. Every time I walk through the store, I spot something new, including this caboose. I bet it's been on the shelves for years and I only just found it. So awesome! If you're looking for a great O-gauge model train store, you've got to check out Stockyard Express and be sure to tell them JDstucks sent you. And finally, I have to mention a little gift that my good friend Bill B gave me when he visited for Train-a-Palooza. It's a Lionel Missouri Pacific boxcar, a great addition to my modern fleet, and I can't thank Bill enough, not only for the generous gift, but for being such a great friend of mine in the hobby. Be sure to check out Bill's YouTube channel, Ozark, Midland, and Southern Railway. He has great content. Well, that's going to do it for this layout update. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll leave you with footage of the trains running. Post your questions and comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Capped it off with this piece of bridge girder. Strip, yeah. Promo code JDstucks at checkout. Not only will you be supporting... Jeez. Okay. Premier line Norfolk Southern Caboose. Bleh. Trains.com. No. I can't. Alright, I can't see anything.